Today was a textbook push day. Clean reps and a solid pump. Markets rallied hard into the weekend. S&P 500 finished up 1.03%. Dow added 1.05%. Nasdaq gained 1.2%. And the Russell 2000 surged 1.66%. May payrolls came in strong, plus 139,000 jobs that beat expectations, but March and April were revised down a combined 95,000. The unemployment rate held steady at 4.2%, thanks in part to a dip in the labor force participation, and wages grew 0.4%, hotter than expected, but not enough to spook the Fed. Bottom line, labor's cooling slowly. The Fed can stay patient. Bond yields jumped. The 10-year closed at 4.51%. Gold fell, the dollar firmed, and oil popped nearly 2%. Best week since November. Breadth was strong. The New York Stock Exchange 2.22 to 1, Nasdaq 2.5 to 1, but volume stayed light, so call it a clean pump set, not a full breakout. Here's the weekly wrap. Second straight green week for the majors. S&P 500 up 1.5%, Nasdaq up 2.18, Russell up 3.19, and the Dow up 1.17 for the week. We are now over 20% above the April lows and less than 2.5% off February's record high. Sector rotation picked up. Semiconductors, industrial, metals, banks, airlines led the charge. Defensives like staples and utilities lagged. Small caps and retail names outperformed. The rally broadened, but until volume picks up, I'm treating this as a strength inside the range. Here's where I stand on positioning. As of May 30th, the emerging markets index is up 7.5% year to date. S&P 500 just 1%. But I'm not chasing emerging markets here. China's still sputtering. Global trade's unstable, and EM earnings haven't caught up to the hype. Over the last 20 years, emerging markets still below its 2007 high. The S&P up nearly 400%. So I'm sticking with the US, baby. That's where the fundamentals are firmer. What am I watching next week? CPI on Wednesday, PPI Thursday, consumer sentiment Friday. Plus, nearly $120 billion in Treasury auctions. Also, the Fed blackout begins ahead of the June 17th FOMC. But Governor Waller already said he's open to cuts if tariffs calm down. Final thought, this week had range, breadth improved, leadership rotated, but volume still on the lighter side. If this helped you cut through the noise, drop a like or hit a follow. Stay disciplined, stay profitable. God bless. Tomorrow my dollar dominance segment drops.